Okay, Lamar Dawson did not practice, Martin Coleman did not practice, Abe was very limited, and Bryce Butler did not practice. Hopefully all those guys will be back. Thought today's practice was better than yesterday. Offense didn't, after yesterday of turning the ball over a lot, did not turn the ball over today, which is good for one side, but obviously for the other side we've got to get the ball out more, which has been a big emphasis this week due to the lack of turnovers really since we've been here.
Looked like George Farmer was working more with the regular group rather than the scout team. Is that just because Bryce is hurt, or has he kind of earned his way up?
No, that's just the numbers. You know, we're continuing with our plan to redshirt George. He looks better than he ever has been. You know, if this were the beginning of the year right now, he'd be in the mix because he's finally healthy. So we're excited about what he'll bring down the road.
You talked about packing the defense in the running game to go and win on the road. And I know the final numbers were pretty good for the running game with the big fourth quarter, but the first three quarters was not that good. What did you think of the performance and what needed to do better to make it more productive?
Well, we weren't pleased with the way that we started, but also that a lot of times that's part of the game. You know, a lot of times you get in a situation where you wear somebody down in the fourth quarter like that, like Syracuse, and so the run game started working. And even though we had our backups and they still had a lot of frontline guys in, so it's all part of the game. A lot of times you do better in the fourth quarter if you're winning the time of possession as we have been, throughout the season. So you got to take it all into account, but we would like to start faster, yes.
The Pac-12 announced last night that there was not going to be any expansion. What's your sense or reaction to that?
I think it's great. I love where we're at right now, and we're just getting used to this format and the championship game format, and the South and the North, and so I think it's great that we get to get used to it at least for a little bit.
Do you like the idea that from a recruiting standpoint, you're not having Texas and Oklahoma kind of treading on what has been your territory?
Not really. I mean, they've always tried to come in here, and so I don't think that would change very much. I really don't think just because you play a game one time a year in LA and on a rotating schedule, I don't think that really helps that much. You're still got to go a long ways away, and so I don't think that would have been a big deal.
You changed things up at cornerback a little bit in the last game. What did you think of the overall play of the cornerbacks in the game?
Well, Anthony did some good things in his first game of playing for us, and Torn and Nikel are playing really well, and so we just wanted to figure out, see how Anthony would do in there, and he did a good job, and that gives us some more options.
They've lost a lot of starters before the season, and now another one during the season. I don't know how conscious of that your players are, but do you talk to them at all about that, about not necessarily underestimating a team just because they've got guys falling all over the place?
Oh, that's not an issue. Our guys aren't underestimating them. They very easily could be undefeated and be a top 10 team in the country. So it's amazing to me what a great job they must have done over the time we were gone here by the way they recruited, because to have that amount of injuries, significant, really good defensive players, and you put the film on and the backups are just coming in and they look great too. Says a lot about what they've done there.
How unique is Osweiler, the ability to move given how big he is?
Yeah, you just don't see that size, period. And so it's very unique, very rare, and he causes us a lot of issues because he can move around and he's so accurate and he's got such a big arm, he can do everything.
Was the crowd noise that you had piped in here noisy enough for your taste, or does it
we need to buy some more speakers. Somebody stole one of our speakers actually, so we're down to one, so we're going to have to buy some more. That was not loud enough, no.